Hi there. Welcome to Unity of Ukaipa. I'm Reverend Deanna. And I thought I would just talk for a moment about how we actually can unintentionally block our good. It's unintentional. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, gee, I think I want to block all my good today. It's unintentional and it's unconscious. But there are ways that we do that without knowing that we're doing it. You see, you are created in the image and likeness of your Creator. This means you are an emanation of source energy. You are source made manifest in a physical body, which means you're creating just like source does, but you create in your life as source creates in the universal. So literally what this means is that every possibility is available to you if you earnestly desire it. But many spiritually minded people do without. There are many spiritually minded people who learn to justify lack and limitation in their life. And they say things like, well, money's not really spiritual, or, well, if it's something spiritual, you shouldn't charge for it, or, well, I guess the universe didn't want me to have that because it was really hard, or I guess it wasn't meant to be, or the universe would have made everything fall into place for me. Or maybe, this is one of my favorites because I've done all of them, the universe is teaching me a lesson. Or, this is my karma, there's nothing I can do about it. But see, it is never, ever spiritual to do without the ever available good. Because we are an emanation of source energy, walking around in a body, here to create as source creates, here to create in our life, as source creates in the universal, we are meant to let the universe keep expanding its good through us. It is never spiritual to tolerate lack and limitation. It's just an excuse for lack and limitation. And this is really a belief in separation. This is a belief that we are not connected to spirit. Emmett Fox, the Christian mystic, said that every single difficulty that we have stems from our belief in separation. We forget the presence of God is everywhere present and that we are also an emanation of that. That is where every difficulty starts, is in our forgetting. Now, when we're not aligned with our divine self, we can't see the truth of who we are, which means we get stuck in that lack and limitation. We get stuck. And that's all we can manage to experience then is lack and limitation, because we forget who we are. We forget what is working through us, for us, as us. We forget the universe is always expanding through us for our highest, brightest good. We forget that every possibility is available to us if we earnestly desire it. We forget all of that and we tolerate lack and limitation and call it spiritual. Call it a lesson. Now, I'm going to be offering a workshop on steps to creating your good. And in this workshop, we are going to uncover some unintentional blocks and restrictions that may be floating around in your consciousness that you don't even know you're doing. You don't know that they're a block and restriction necessarily. In this workshop, I'll also share specific steps for remedying that so that you notice when your thoughts go to lack and limitation. And then you can redirect yourself to abundance, to the abundant good that is always available to you. So until then, if you would like to learn about some of these unintentional blocks and restrictions, I'm going to be sharing them in a video series. And so if you go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unity of Ukaipa, and I'll give you a link, you can see when those videos become available. So for now, thank you for watching and thank you for sharing your light with the world.